Hello, what's up? Welcome back to, 2019 for one. Now we're playing a game called Parkitect today. I think it came out at the end of November, but with the jingle jam going on, it kind of slipped under my radar, but it's version 1.2 now. There's been some changes, but what we're going to do is just going to hit play, load a new park. So we're going to go, I don't know. Lake, River and Hills Park look like interesting parks with some variation. Okay, so we're going to go for a river park. Why not? That sounds pretty cool. The scenario is have 2,000 guests at least, have no debt, an overall park rating of at least 90%. Sounds high, but it's not that difficult to achieve. And optional, have at least 500 guests in your parks. I guess that's like a waypoint. So let's jump in and see how this works. Now, playing the tutorial brought me back to the old days of Theme Park, which is one of the first games I played. So Parkitect is pretty simple. This is our whole area. Oh man, wow, this is huge. This is a big old area. But this is what we have to work with and to play around. A nice big lake. So I'm maybe feeling like a water park with some water rides. I'm not a big fan of water parks IRL, but in-game, sure, I can live the dream. So you start with the park entrance, and I think this is a supply depot. So the supply depot is what feeds your shops. Your shops need food, and to get food, they arrive at the supply depot, and you have to go to the shops. But you want to hide all of the workings of your park from the public. If you've ever been to Disneyland, you'll know you don't want to see trucks with crates of food driving around. You want to be hidden from all the mechanics of it. You want to be immersed in this kind of fantasy world. So we're going to start with some fooderies, and we'll stick with the path that we've already got. The path's pretty expensive, and this is going to be food row. We'll have a path along here where you can buy all the food. We'll have a square here, because why not? And then the park will extend a little bit out this way, and we'll keep it mostly straight. But first things first, we're going to start with a basic food shop. So you can get hot dogs over here. Oh yeah, squeezy ketchup bottle. We're going to go for soft drinks here, with a gap in between. We'll put a cash machine probably at the... maybe on the corner here. That sounds good. And of course, people are going to need to go to the toilet if they've just had something to eat. So we'll put, this is going to be the food court area. Boom, pretty simple. And there you go. We've got a little kind of supply chain going on here. If we add employee pathing, we can supply these shops and the toilet with some employee pathing. Pretty sweet. And now we're going to want to hide this from our members of public. So I think trees are a good one. And we're going to opt for the Japanese style sakura tree. Oh yeah, I love a bit of sakura. Perfecto. There we go, a nice little sakura blossom bloom thing that's going to hide the path for the employees from our members of the public. But we can also add some fencing, and we can do that too. Nice, sweet. Okay, so we've got a nice little area here with 3 shops. Well, a toilet and 2 shops. A cash machine over here. But right now, we're just a food park, not a theme park. Or rather, the theme is food. Now, let's give people a reason to be in this area. We're going to see if we can have people enter rides along this side, exit this side, and then they can go past the food place, wherever they're going next, I suppose. So a theme park starts with, let's take a look at park utilities first. So there's a staff room, comfortable place for your staff to have a rest. We could put one of those down over here, I reckon. That looks good to me. And the trash chute and the depot is something we don't really need to worry about, because that gets into later in the game when you start ferreting trash and goods to be delivered underground. So you can have like an underground cargo system that goes all the way to your shops. We're going to stick out that one. And as you can see here, there's transport tubes, and you can build an underground tube network. People say there is a secret underground web of tunnels at Disneyland. And if you're ever caught swearing in Disneyland, like dropping an F-bomb, staff member security will swarm out of these tunnels, grab you, chloroform you, and drag you back underground so that none of the other guests can be exposed to your horrific swears. So we have an entrance. People can get into the park, people can get their money, they can go to the toilet, and there's food here. So we have to click on the depot, I think. Did we click on the depot? Oh, we need a path over here. There you go, mein Freund. You're hooked up. Now, I think crates should be able to get to these shops. However, for that to happen, we need to hire a staff guy to move the stuff around, a hauler. Basically, this guy picks up crates and drops them off. Now, this is where we need to think about a color scheme. And we can make our own park color scheme that we can use throughout the park as our own little special brand. Now, since we've got the Oriental theme, I like the idea of having the main color be like a Sakura pink. And what goes well with pink? I like the idea of our staff members all wearing like the same colors. What about like a nice array of greens? So we'll go dark green, a lighter green, and then an even lighter shade of green. See how that looks for our hauler. Sure, okay, he's got green pants and a pink top. That's a good look. That's a very Japanese look, isn't it? We do need a janitor though, and we're also going to put you here, my friend. It's only $18 a month. Wow, that's the cheapest janitor ever. Rebecca Pittman. You work for a pittance man. So okay, we've got staff, we've got shops. Now let's think about doing a ride. Oh man, we could do a gentle monorail that goes around the whole park. That sounds pretty amazing. Transport rides. Rides that move guests around the park. They use these to get from A to B, if it's a good option. Oh man, imagine if our park, we split it up into different sections. So you start off in the Japanese section, then you can go to the Wild West, where you go over to the other corner of the map, and there's like a dusty canyon, and like a wagon chase ride. We can have the Romance Zone, which has got like nice restaurants, and like the Love Boat. Okay, so we're gonna go with, just a calm carousel to start. Boom. We need an entrance, which is going to be here. And an exit, which can be... let's put that exit here, so people can get their food on. Right, excellent. So we're almost ready to go. We just need to queue now. So let's load up one of our color schemes. We're going to go with this one, I reckon. The old pink and green. And now we're talking. And now we can do the S shape as well. Perfect. Though we might not want to. I don't think it's going to be a big queue for the carousel. I mean, it's kind of lame. It's good for small children. And the carousel is open for business. So let's get the ball in motion. Let's start the things rolling. See what the problem is. This is out of stock, but that's because we've paused the game and the staff aren't doing anything yet. Let's see what happens. See what the problems are with this setup. Oh, we've already got dudes coming in. Oh man, they've heard about this new Japanese park that's just opened up. Okay, so crate guy is off delivering stuff. Where's he taking it? Okay, so he's dropped something off at the drinks place. Oh, these are shopkeepers. Okay, I got excited. I thought we had guests, but we don't. We don't have any guests. These are guests, though. Here we go. Open for business, ready to rock. So let's pause the game first. Before these guys come into the park, you can use the magnifying glass to show you how upset people are by the looks of things. And as you can see, like I said, over here, they can see some of the staff buildings. So let's see if we can fix that up a bit. Maybe if we add a hedge here. We've done it. Excellent. I don't know why this has made them happy, but yep. This area is hidden off from the pathway over here, so they're all super happy. And in fact, if we do this, why are these guys sad? You can't see anything from over here. I guess there's not much to see. Or maybe they're just bored because there's nothing to look at. You also can have rain protection. That's a good point, actually. Trash. Oh, of course. One big thing. Let's start the ball rolling again. One big thing. People are going to have trash. We need to give them a way to dispose of it. So if we scroll along, path attachments. And in path attachments is trash bins, which is the most Japanese-looking bin. It's this one right here, I think. And we can put a trash bin in between the shops. Perfect. Now this reminds me, back when I played the original theme park on PC, oh man, Bullfrog Games, one of the problems you had is that people got lost, especially your handymen. And you often found all of the handymen for your park, which could be a lot, caught in this eternal loop. Oh, get back on the path. What are you doing? Oh, he's lost. Uh-oh. Oh no! Doesn't know how hedges work. Come on, dude. It's not that hard. What are you doing? He's on an adventure.
Dr. Ainley explained that even if he caught him and brought him back to the colony, he would immediately head right back for the mountains. With 5,000 kilometers ahead of him, he's heading towards certain death.
So people have moved into the park. We've got a ride that they're going on. Let's see what they say about the park. Happiness is high. Tiredness. People get tired after a while, and your park should provide enough benches for them to take a rest. Tired guests walk slowly. Hunger and thirst is low. That's good. Toilet is very low. You don't have to provide toilets, but it's probably best if you do. And nausea. Immersion. Guests don't want to see park buildings. There we go. So you want to cut that out of their lives. Let's see if we can add a park bench so people don't get tired. And let's see. I like these black benches over here. Perfect. Man, so there's a lot of decorations. There's loads of different types of wall. And this all comes in handy when you want to build your own, decorate your own roller coaster. Oh, and it looks like it started to rain. I can't seem to find any rain protection, but if we open up this menu, you can see the best areas to be protected from rain. So the green areas are where you can hide away from the rain. Oof. And there's nowhere in our park. Luckily enough, the rain has passed. Everything's looking good. So let's take a look at our finances, see how we're doing. So the operating profit is what you gain and what you lose. So far, things are okay. Wages are pretty high. Ride maintenance is actually pretty high too. Supplies cost a fair amount, but that's not so bad. We got a lot in January because the shops had to stock themselves. But ride admissions are very low. I guess no one really wants to go on the carousel. What are people saying about the carousel? I want to go on something a bit more intense. I want to go on carousel. That was awesome. No one's saying it's a good deal though. The revenue will probably be okay, but it's a good start. Well, let's take a look at the thrill rides. Now, how about a top spin or a swinging ship? This is a big old ship, and I think this is the perfect spot for it. Do you reckon? Bam! It's gone down. We need an entrance, and this is going to have a bit more of a queue, I think. But it should still be fine if we put the queue... We'll probably put the queue here. And have the exit right there. So they can get off very quickly. So let's queue this up. That looks perfect. And now let's open the swinging ship for business. Holy crap, look at the queue on this. It's open. Oh, it's because there was one guy on that ride. What a chump. Alright, climb into the boat. Now this has got a lot of customers. So it looks like this is going to be quite a successful ride for us. Look at them all jamming themselves in there. Happy dudes. So if you press R, I've got a mod installed that lets you see a ride first person. These guys aren't smiling. Are they not enjoying it? Is he? He's opened his mouth. Oh man. It's like getting on a roller coaster with the saddest person on the planet. He's scared, but also not having a good time. Oh man. Oh no, she's happy now. The girl in the middle at the back there, she's having a good time. The pirate ship has put her in a good mood. You know what? She woke up this morning and thought, I don't know, but there's something wrong. There's something missing in my life. Then she came here to Sakura Springs, and suddenly the pirate ship has made her happy. Even this guy was frowning, now he's indifferent. Perfect. The swinging ship was awesome. Soft drink is really worth the money. Hot dog is really worth the money. I want to go on something a bit more intense than swinging ship. Alright, well, we've got to up our game. Also, up our prices. It looks like hot dogs, way too cheap. So for a hot dog, it's $2. We're going to put that up to $2.40. And for drinks, we're going to put that up to $2. Well, $1.90. So they still think they're getting an under $2 deal. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Okay, well, we're going to stop there because we've got the makings of our park. We've got a carousel, a pirate ship, some shops. Everything's hidden from view, and people are mostly happy with their experience in the park. They want something a bit more intense, though. So next episode, we're going to be designing our very own roller coaster. Until next time, guys, take care.